in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the New York Giants. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded at the 2. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL, and a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield.
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Super Bowl MVP, Malcolm Smith. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is, when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them, in a sense, and gotten the ball from them.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On second down, here's Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. The slot man in motion right. They run once more with McKinnon. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Looking for Garcon. He's got him. Touchdown 49ers. Pierre Garcon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Gold now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard. New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Jones now. Off play action. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Caught left side, Garcon. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Here we go now.
Garcon, the man in motion. McKinnon. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Here we go.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. Over the middle to Garcon. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
3rd down now following the completed pass. Garoppolo. They'll be hit and taken down at the 21. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the 1st quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Our first update now comes from Atlanta, and it's the NFC champs, the Falcons, that have moved out to an early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out come the Giants. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor there. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Now Jones. And the Niners get there and bring him down. C.O. Moore coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Now the second-year man from Syracuse, Riley Dixon, on to punt. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. For the big tight end shifting around. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Shift together here from the D-line. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Flush to his right. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there, a 22. Jimmy Garoppolo, the starter here, finally lured away from the Patriots. What are some things you like about J.G.?
Well, I love his makeup, meaning obviously he has a physical ability. He can throw the football, but he's mentally tough as well. And he developed while he was there in New England. They actually trained him to be a starter even though he wasn't getting any type of snaps. And this guy adapts and thrives with the ability to play against pressure.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Now Garoppolo. Flushed out right. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the games we circled coming into the season, the Patriots at the Broncos. These two certainly have played some memorable games in recent years.
They sure have.
And tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 10 with the Dolphins heading up to visit the Panthers. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones being chased out left. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, Did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got some space here. The 20. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
We could talk about bend but don't break all we want. But the defense now, we're going to find out just how flexible and pliable they really are. Can they bounce back after that type of a run, that type of momentum against them, and find a way to slow down this offense?
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Escaping the pressure right. And out of bounds just shy of the end zone at the 1. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 4th down, here's the Giants' first-year kicker, Aldrich Rosas, for the field goal attempt. And Rosas puts this one through. And they are on the board. It's now 9-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A gain of 39 that time.
Back there in that belly. Here we go. Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Over.
Now McKinnon. And he's got room. There he goes right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. It's caught. Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more after this. Now Jones to throw on second down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Giants on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Jones from the gun. He'll throw. Forced out to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety valve.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in a sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though? Did not lose leverage and kept their poise and made a really nice play.
A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Buying time to his left. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will extend their lead even further. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Now, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Now they try the right side here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. All right, hang on here. We'll jump over halftime. Just let the system and graphics catch up. Okay, all set. Third quarter now. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Here's Garoppolo on first and 10. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. There's Garoppolo to throw. Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Here's Jones on first down. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and that'll bring up second down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and it'll bring up third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now they'll run it on the toss. Nifty move. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a gain of 5. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Throwing on 1st down. Jones. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Eric Armstead in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Giants on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Jones now operating from the gun. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. On 4th down, here's the Giants' first-year kicker, Aldrich Rosas, for the field goal attempt. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Here again is McKinnon. And some space here. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold to add the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Gold now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jones. Dancing to his left. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to maneuver. Open space inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. And that will cut this lead down to 13. Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead,
trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy right now.
And now here's a carry heading left. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here by C.O. Moore. Always got some breathing room. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Around the NFL, 3rd quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. And the Falcons have opened up the lead there to a couple of scores. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a second down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. The Giants on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working.
All right, here we go.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Garoppolo looks to throw. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's brought down. 15 yards there on the catch and run. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Let's go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And New York set to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Here's Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. Steps away to his left. He finds an opening past the 40. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Throwing Jones. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Malcolm Smith in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 35-yard line.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go!
Jones now on 1st and 10. A nice little juke. Space to run past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. And before they can get the play off, here's a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball. That's their first of this second half. From the gun, Jones. Flush to his right. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is not going to get in here. So the decision to go for 2 does not pay off as they're unable to cut any further into their deficit. Rosas now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And this is complete to Zach Miller. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They run it with McKinnon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down. McKinnon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Around the NFL 4th quarter right now in Atlanta. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. Now Jones on 1st down. Buying time to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Jones throwing on 1st down. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Let's go.
Here's Jones. Back to the air on 2nd down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Michael Johnson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. The Giants on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Back to throw. Jones escaping the pressure right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 35 that time. And it'll be 1st down Giants. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is caught at the 8. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. The kick is through, and that'll make the final deficit 9 points. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for San Francisco, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Giants, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a home date next week.